We live, fuck it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Check this. We just gonna talk about some real stuff. The prison justice system. I'm tired of hearing about Joe Biden and the '94 crime bill. I was the prototype of the '94 crime bill. 1,000 feet in front of a school, anything that consists of any type of paraphernalia, turned manufacturing turning because he had it in a plastic bag. Um, the things that the time that we was giving out back in the day for some of the smallest amounts of paraphernalia, cocaine, anything will get you at least 3 years. So a lot of people don't even understand that this has been system. Joe Biden, all he did was add on with the black people for them first 4 years of that situation was the deacons, the black community, all of them was in the uprising when the crack uproar came in the 80s, at the end of the 80s, going into the 90s. Y'all don't understand. This ain't nothing but a ploy to distract us from the fact is that it had more to do with a war than it did the war on drugs. But and me being an ex and my brother AD been an ex, but we changed our life. So we would like to just give y'all some life lessons and shit. Maybe something hit you in the head like this ain't for you. That I tell people all the time, boy, we can smoke Newports, blacks, everything when I was in jail, but AD got a whole different environment than when he was in and out. What do you think, bro?
And that's a lot to unpack. That's a lot to unpack. Let's talk about what you were saying first about Joe Biden. A lot of people had a perception that Joe Biden was the author of the crime bill, of the '94 crime bill. That is no further from the truth. Joe Biden actually, what he authored was for women, domestic violence. He authored the domestic violence section, and just because he has his John Hancock on it, a lot of people want to throw that up and say as though, like he was responsible for the incarceration of so many African American men. Right. And that could be no further from the truth. As our big sis said today, if brothers went out here doing the crime, yeah, I was out here. You know what I'm saying? I got into the life. I wasn't in here in the life in order to destroy my neighborhood or destroy my community. That was not my intention. I was pretty much distributing marijuana, something that they have legalized now, and it's a shame that those of us who have, who were caught with more so large amounts of things, we can't be exonerated from that, even though you're allowed to sell it now. I think if you got caught with like an ounce, man, I was always caught with pounds, a lot of them. So, it ended up, tarnishing me, and I have a felony because of that. Or a few felonies because of that. We'll say that because there's been a few times. We'll say that. and with that, like I've said before, I lost my brother when I was younger, and this was my younger brother. I watched him, go down in front of me. So the thing is of understanding the other side too, like because I've been a victim. So I do understand that, some people do need to be up in there because it's not about taking each other out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. Now they have all these rappers pushing this stuff about ops, and ops look like just you and I.
Man.
And that ain't cool because now you pushing other brothers in order to that don't have that good decision making, critical thinking.
Like the young boys, Back in the day
Right.
when I had no respect for a motherfucker that used the kid to do your business and you gratifying yourself from their work. But when they get locked up, you won't even. I hear juvenile. His mama come pick him up. Nah, I ain't never had no respect for them. Sorry, mom. I, I, I whizzed on a couple of them back in the day, 80s, because I ain't think you should benefit from this little boy might end up getting murked. That's why I understand a lot of the culture that they was doing when we had the Ten Commandments. It was like them rules consist of invited to the game, being taught the game, understanding the game, and knowing the rules of the game. And then the outcome, the consequences. Come on, dude, you might be bopped or your ass might end up in jail. But it's none of these two roles. It depends on how this shit's severe, that situation. You on the giving end or the taking end.
Well, as you said before, whenever you went in the 90s, and when I went in, back in the 90s as well, it was jail for grown men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you went in as a boy, you
You came out a man.
coming out like that. You know what I'm saying? In no kind of way. It exposed you to a lot of stuff that you figured you'd probably never see. Some good, some bad. More bad than good. But this is how they try to rehabilitate us, so to speak, by putting us in situations that pretty much can make you say, I don't want to do this no more. Or at least any normal thinking person would think that. But most of us who end up going, especially for drugs, have a high recidivism rate because of the fact that we enjoy that money. And
I sat down on the way out the door. I sat down on the way out the door when I got my date.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, you ain't do no AA, NA, you ain't do this, do that. I'm like, yo, because you ain't had the class I need. And she was like, what is that? Listen, I need a class to let my mental know and understand that I'm starting from fucking Bolted Avenue. I'm going back to my grandma's crib until I can figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you talking to a person. I don't know about the rest of these dudes up here, whatever they were doing, what level they was on. You talking about a dude that was making money. I used to get in my damn car, walk down the steps out my grandma's crib, get in my car, drive up one block. You turn in the middle of the street, go up one block, go in the store, get what I want, drive right back up, park in the same fucking parking spot and walk back up the steps. I hated walking. How you going to explain to me that I'm going to get a paycheck that's going to be less than what I can make in a day that probably I make within an hour? For 40 hours that I have you gave me no college, you gave me nothing. Y'all gave me nothing. The only thing y'all gave me was work release and furloughs. So now I'm out this motherfucker with no probation. So that means I can freely do what I want to do, but I got to figure out how can I accept bings when I'm used to eating crabs.
That part.
Well, we'll see you back. No, you're not. That was in 1993. I've been out of jail. Never been. Did I get locked up on some bogus shit a couple times growing in these 30 years? Yeah, but no felony. Because I knew when that judge told me, when he was sentencing me, that the demeanor that I had as a kid, I need this. Like he was my fucking daddy, and this is all I want to ever be was a criminal. I didn't think I was a criminal. I took care of my neighborhood. I took care of kids. I took care of everybody. I just made more money than you doing it. But it wasn't just my people doing it. Your people bought more of it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Y'all bought. Y'all, the only reason why y'all started attacking us as long as it stayed within our borders and destroyed our neighborhoods is when George Bush, I don't know if it was a sister, nephew, cousin, auntie, but leave it in the comments and let us know what the fuck it was. When she got involved, he go, Nancy, war on drugs. Dare. I'm like, hell nah. Because now it affects you.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Every reaction gets a reaction. But if I'm lying, I'm flying, as my mom used to say.
But peep gang. I understand about this fentanyl epidemic and all this other stuff now. You know what I'm saying? I've never dabbled in that shit because I never wanted to catch a body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not even in that type of way. I never wanted to catch a body because I never saw myself being locked up for the rest of my life. You dig what I'm saying? So right. Doing some shit like that just wasn't in the plans. But my point is that fentanyl kills people. Crack cocaine did not. But it severely damaged our neighborhoods, severely damaged our communities, and we're still feeling the effects of that shit. And we didn't bring it. It was the government who brought it. You know what I'm saying? It was a Contra. Pause me, bro. Pause it, bro.
Oh, I can't pause the live.
No? Give me a second there.
All right. Let me put a banner up.
Yeah, mama.
Oh, shit. Oh. Well, we're going to cut this part out in the edits. Let me...
All right, I'm back.
We got the first time we got to use the be right back. Life and be life in, motherfucker.
Hey, that was my mama. I don't play with that. When Carol called, you better pick up the phone.
It's Carol on her way over the house.
No, she ain't coming, but she asked me a question. She needs my help on something later on. So
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When we knocked, we was like experiences. Tell you shit, you growing up in Pittsburgh, me growing up in Jersey, same era. It's kind of crazy, like, as we got older, like, to know motherfucker was doing it. It's like, but back then, we didn't think nobody was doing what we was doing, where we come from.
I can't say that only because, like, my the motherfuckers I was running with was just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole New Jersey Drive shit. We was stealing cars, man, 85, 86. A million mile. You know, we was going ham on that. You know, that was serious business right there.
Oh yeah. Man.
And you got to ride around. You was tired of walking. Man, I took a screwdriver into the service with me.
Damn. Hell yeah. My favorite car was the Regos and the motherfucking Monte Carlos because they was easy. One poop to the left, poop right by the turn switch, out. That's why when I be hearing other podcasts and be trying to talk about 80s shit and they Gen X's, I be laughing at them because I be like, nah, you see the documentary.
Y'all have no idea.
If you don't remember an arcade in the mall, and the reason why we was in the mall was because that's where all the girls, because they like the pretty fucking lights. That's why the background we got is lit up. You're not a Gen Xer.
Or a food court.
Food court was the spot. See, a lot of y'all, hey.
Well, you know what? I
Look at the dating line back to the day compared to us. Hey, can I just get your Instagram? Can I get your Instagram? We were like, yo, what up, shorty? They scared of that shit.
Well, let's break that down for a minute, though. I don't know about there. I know here, like a lot of our malls are closing, bro. You don't have that brick and mortar shit no more, all like that.
They put arcades and shit inside these motherfuckers. Like Jeffersonville Mall right here was probably they used to call it the Black Mall because St. Matthew Mall where I lived at was, they could say, because they had Versace, all that shit, and Oxmoor, and over here they just had high-end stores, but they was on a low level that you can afford it because they had the outlet one over. So this whole strip is nothing but money coming in and out.
And you talking about, you said at the Black Mall, you talking about they had Silverman's there in merry-go-round.
Yeah,
merry-go-round.
Nine Web, the basic Alaska brands that motherfucker be thinking like, I'm banging. No, you're not. No, you're not. Shit cost $19.95. Them spandex came right over there and buy 4 for $10. No, I'm sorry. Hey, putting a shirt on top of a pig and putting lipstick still don't make it look like what it is. I'm just being direct. Don't act like a bad bitch when your wares is under $100, panties included. Nah, and don't ask me why the way I am. I grew up in the 80s. I'm a Gen Xer. Every dude I knew that bought it, they bought it for real on all kinds of levels, from drama with baby daddies to I ain't never had that problem, bro. I used to look at dudes, they like, yo, man, hey, look. I ain't had no husband issues. I never had no baby daddy issues, ex-boyfriend issues. And I hear y'all say this. You know why? Y'all think with the wrong head, not the right head. I know drama when I see it coming. I was married to 3 of them. Ooh. When I seen it coming, I'm like Michael Jackson. I'm stepping the fuck back, bro. I'm out of here. I know dudes in jail for like 10 years for having domestic violence cases. I'm gone.
Nah, you know what? The funny thing is the white boys who had those cases. Only because they tell them leave the females alone and they can't do it. So they end up doing mostly all their time, if not all their damn time, because their asses can't, they can't leave the girls alone. They gotta write them and say, I'm gonna beat your ass when I get out of here, or call them with
Why you don't like me, Becky?
I have noticed that much. I have noticed, you know what I'm saying, with the white boys. You know what I'm saying? They're quick to cuss somebody out over the phone. And I'm like, nigga, you don't know where you at? You don't know where you at. Like you don't know that you need them people outside?
No shit, you in hell.
You don't know that?
You in hell.
But these are most of the dudes that come to your store though too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you got the effects of what they've done. Can I get 2 chips for 3? Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. I got you. Come on, lad. I got it in my locker.
Shout out to Annandale State Penitentiary for them 18 months of beautiful skill setting, and all we did was gamble. All we did was sell the store. We had 4 of the biggest stores down in the minimum units. Big ups to Officer Green and my Aunt Shirley. They used to run that mother. Hey, I ate a cheesesteak every Friday. I can tell all you motherfuckers, I can't do shit. My aunt retired with full service as a chief. Sorry, Auntie. But, yo, hey, that jail taught me how to get out of jail and really, like, understand what they were telling me when I was growing up. Slow money is better money.
Slow money is consistent money. It's uninterrupted money.
Yeah. And when I learned that system in incarceration, again, shout out to Airedales. They've been just, I swear, I told you motherfuckers I wasn't coming back. It's all jokes, y'all. Damn, look at the video. Don't be, yeah, he proud to be like, nah, motherfucker. I ain't like the fact that you told me to bend over my mouth and all that weird shit. That's why I ain't go back. When you started violating me as a man, making me talk about, like, what's your number? Like, when you started taking my dignity, and I'm so pig-headed. That's why my grandma used to always say, you couldn't grow up in the 60s at that age because I would have lost my baby. You goddamn right. Mama was telling me to drink out of this faucet. Yeah, all that shit. I grew up in the right era. I had to be a Gen Xer.
Having to go through and you got to be in a cell while another man's taking a shit, and the only thing you have is a curtain. But let you get a white boy up in there, which don't happen too often, but it does happen. They think that shit's funny in Pennsylvania, giving you a white boy as a cellie, knowing that we don't even do things the same way. You understand what I'm saying? They'll just pull their pants down and shit right in front of you, and you like, man, you gonna do something? I don't want to sit there watching you. Fuck wrong with you? Don't you have no couth? Have you no couth? That's what my girl was saying today. Have you no couth?
Yo, that's an 80s throwback, bro. No couth.
You have no couth.
But that was gonna be another episode. We're gonna talk about slang, dog. We're gonna talk about like they stealing our shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say this joke again, goddamn. I'm gonna work this joke until it become funny. Hey, that cap shit confused the fuck out of me. I ain't even catch on to it until about like a minute ago. It's like, but in the beginning, man, daddy, that's cap. Who the fuck you talking to? I'm like I did not get it.
It took me a minute too. It took me a minute too. I had to hang around my kids for a minute and let them break it down to me. They was like, Dad, this is what it means. It just means like you lying or you being, extra with it. I was like, oh, okay. I said, because I really didn't understand what that shit meant.
You're just gonna say you're a liar.
Well,
he said it. You're a liar.
When we use cat or capping, back in the day, we know it was ripping. You know what I'm saying? It's when you talking about each other. You know what I'm saying? Insults and things of that nature. You capping on, I was capping on my man. It's talking about his mom, or a bunch of mama jokes and stuff like that. I've never heard it said in another sense other than that. So that's where my mind went to. That's kind of like in Pittsburgh, everybody used to say cuz. But then when the gangs came around, it was taboo to say cuz in certain areas because that could get you something. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it like I said, things change. They stay the same, but they change. You have to definitely pay attention to those changes.
Like the one I cussed my kids out over finesse. That motherfucker say, you trying to finesse me. I say, I ain't finessing shit. Nigga, I'm fly with my shit. I'm over here like, I'm finesse. And he like, you trying to get me for mine. You ain't got mine. But I'm about to say, we about to get it. My oldest son, we about to get into it. Like, he was basically telling me, I'm finessing him on not hearing his opinion or some shit at that moment. But I thought this nigga was trying to try me, bro. I was like, hold up. He said, you trying to finesse me. I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm flying. Like, I'm flying with my shit. You right. What up? No, you trying to, hold up. What are you trying to do? They words I'm sorry, I'm Gen X. Some of their words will get them slapped by a real old school dude for real. Because that finesse one is one of my. They don't say that around me. That's like a trickle word around me. It's like I ain't trying to steal from you. You trying to finesse me. You trying to take my. I do the Belvedere dog like a motherfucker. We about to get it cracking up in this motherfucker.
Don't say the Scooby Shaggy shit.
Huh? Like last night when I told that mug on the phone and I was telling you in the car. Yeah, you fucked up. Happy birthday. But you're about to find out. Don't ask the question like, hey, daddy, man, you 18. I'm with the fuck you kid movement. But you about to kill this one out, bro. I know you got to get your Ramadan on, and I'm glad you working it out, and I hope you put my soul with your soul as you grow on these steps. I'm
trying. It's not the easiest of things, you know, especially with these things. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh man, I just be like, oh, Alvina, take me away. Calgon, take me away.
Facts. And at the end of the day, this is part one of this episode. We will say we're not done with this because y'all don't know shit about struggle meals.
We gotta revisit this. We gotta take y'all inside.
Yeah, we just gave y'all the outside circumstances and the growth aspect of it, but we gotta tell y'all what a struggle meal up in that motherfucker. Because I tell you, for 18 months, I ain't eating none of it. Only thing I did in the mess hall was give me them goddamn eggs. I did have one meal. In the wintertime, I will get up for oatmeal. Because it reminds me of growing up.
I'm trying to think that I eat the oatmeal. I don't think I ate the oatmeal because they sold oatmeal on commissary.
No, I mean, for somewhere it must have been on water or whatever, but I used to get a milk with the sugar packs and shit when you had that shit for the coffee. And I be in that man, I be in our pod, whatever. Like we had like units.
Mm-hmm.
And I be sitting eating oatmeal and shit. And they got the cartoons across the like on the wing on the wall, and it give me that moment to go outside of this motherfucker on a Saturday. That's the only time I eat it because they give you 2 boiled eggs. So I got up anyway for the eggs, but that was the only thing I wanted. They had the boiled eggs and they had the fake eggs. I want to eat the fake eggs, so I'll get up, eat the oatmeal, and just basically get outside this bitch on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm. I will say this, being that I have been down a few times and I've watched the system deteriorate. I will say this. When I first fell in 97, the food upstate was phenomenal. They would feed you. They made sure you were fed. But now, there's none of that. I remember Thanksgiving when I first fell in 97, and I had so much turkey and stuff because I was in Thanksgiving. So I had turkey and all this stuff piled up on my tray. And then when I went back later on in life, I ain't get not even half of the stuff that they gave me before. And they have, little different shits that they call healthy heart and stuff like that in order to try to make people better. They put the bullshit up in there. Believe me, they ain't trying to feed nobody. They trying to make everybody buy commissary and eat like that because the food, it's the same shit. I even got tired of the pizza, and I love pizza, but I got tired of that shit too because it was cold or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't do it.
Yeah. Hey, I always say shout out to all the warriors that can make it up out of the motherfuckers.
No.
I know from the 90s to right now, the circumstances that the things is more about profit than it is human health care and all that. I feel your pain. I'm I don't knock no more. I'm like, yo, dude, I just had a couple of lucky breaks, did a couple of lucky moves, and still wiggle up out of that shit. I just ain't go back. But the people that I know that was there, I support them. Like I tell a lot of motherfuckers, get your driving license. Yeah. Why? You're over 22. You know how to read. Go get a fucking CDL. They don't give a damn about your felony.
Well, I support a lot of brothers that are never getting out. You know what I'm saying? Pennsylvania, life means life. They're not letting you out after 25, they're not letting you out after 30, and they damn sure ain't letting you out after 40 or 50 years, which is a shame. Because I don't know what a person's gonna do after they reach a certain age, how they can be harmful towards society. But it is what it is. So I do my best to support those that I've come across and I've befriended within my life that I thought were mentors or cool dudes. And generally they keep me straight. They try to keep me straight from coming up in here. They're like, dude, you're doing life on the installment plan. You need to try to stay the fuck out there, because you can do more out there than you can in here. And they ain't never lied. So
right. Hey, I met what I met the day I was walking out of that bitch, May 12th. I put a sign in the ceiling in the units. The CO signed it. Officer Months, good dude. At the end, he was trying to keep me clean because then I was running around checking clocks. Like, nigga, you owe me. You said this shit because I ain't gonna never see you motherfuckers again. So I was doing too damn much almost at the end. When I knew I was gone, y'all can't do a motherfucking thing. As long as I don't catch a charge, I can walk out of this bitch from the hole. And I signed that paper. He said, if you get locked back up and your name get in this book, because they give out a newsletter to let them know who on campus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he like, I see that name, I'm come up here with this note and put it in your face. That man went to his grave. Never giving me that goddamn note.
That's what's up.
Yep. I met what I met. Nigga, when I got outside, nigga, I got butt ass naked in the parking lot. My boy had the Beamer. I'm out there putting on the new shit, the Timbs and everything, dude. And I just jumped back in the Beamer. We dipped up. I threw all that shit. The Jordan, because you got that number in it. I ain't taking none of that shit, bro.
They say you're not supposed to. If you do bring anything home from jail, you're supposed to
letters.
You're supposed to.
I did letters. But the rest of that shit, I threw that shit in the trash right outside the receiver center, bitch. They was up there on the ball, like in the top. So I throw them shits over here.
See, now I didn't do that neither time because I'm tight like that. You know what I'm saying? I figured, man, you think I ain't gonna use what they gave me? Some socks or some drawers or something? Shit, got me fucked up.
I ain't take nothing. All I took on was a dirty ass suitcase, a pillowcase. That's all I took on. I was like, I ain't want that. Hey, when I got home, I got when grandma did my speech, this, that, and that. My man had me a little spot because they used to have a Hyatt downtown, and I went down that motherfucker, went up in there and took a long ass shower.
That part. Or a bath.
Nah, I ain't do a bath. That was later on that weekend when we got to Atlantic City, but we was in a jacuzzi and shit and chilling, but I wanted a shower by my motherfucking self. Not a pod full of niggas, hearing noise. Like the chick I banging with at the time, she had candles in there and shit. I was like, I ain't gonna lie and say, you can stop biting motherfucking King of New York. You know that's one of my favorite movies. I understand y'all trying to do it, but that vibe was dope. That day was dope. But after that, I went on the terror, dog. I did it. We'll talk about that in another episode. But after that, leaving the hotel after that, it's another story, another time. But I say story time because the first 3 days out of my incarceration, dog, I gave my city some shit. And it's verified. Yeah, don't threaten my mama. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't threaten my mama and let me go to jail for 3. Nah. I'm gonna sit in that motherfucker with my arms crossed like this. I ain't saying shit.
Shit.
When I'm coming, back then, when I'm coming, I tell you I'm coming, I'm coming. But anyway, bro, what you got the last day you gotta say? We know we revisiting this episode 1, this series.
Hey.
We do gotta talk about this subject.
Like I said, there's more to come. We got to take y'all to the inside, just because I feel as though television really fucks it up, and it has a lot of people feeling as though such and such things happen in prison. They're like, oh, you went to prison, you had to worry about your ass and all type of shit. Man, if you don't go here with that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been watching too much fucking TV, and they try to, you got these white boys and producers that produce the bullshit to give us a negative light to make us look crazy.
Yep.
It ain't going down like that. But we'll let y'all know about that later. I gotta make voodoo. So I will holler at y'all, man.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
And everybody's always remember, don't judge a book by its cover. Wisdom is nothing but giving understanding with the knowledge that you receive when you go through your past. And I'll let you. Peace.
Peace.